we are more sensible today, and we're not as rushed. So I'll try and keep it as slow, and I've actually remembered to hit record. And today I've been messing around with this Thopter deck just to try and get my rank back up and just grind coins and stuff like that. And it's just nuts. It's just I think Thopters is slightly better than elves, and I think that's a controversial call, but I just think if I see I'm up against elves or Thopters, I'm a lot more worried about the Thopters. Let's put it that way. Without further ado, let's jump into the cards I've decided to run. I've actually sunk the £6 into the game. Just because I got bored. I wanted to see if I could hit any of the mythics, which I didn't. So one thing I did hit was I hit 2 reclusive artificers or whatever they're called. So I thought, well, it's about time I built my own artifact deck. And this is the take I've got on it. Basically, yeah, so I'll go through it. Rune Servitor, cheap. He's one of the cheap creatures in this deck, which benefits from being an artifact. So he's in here. I mean, the card drawn, I think it's much better for us if we're drawing cards, because, it's just, you can kind of run out of steam quite fast in this deck, and that kind of prevents that. Alchemist Vial, because it draws you a card and it can just win your game by getting rid of one of their blockers. It has actually won me a game, and I've only played, I think, 4 or 5 matches online with this. I think I'm back up to rank 13 when I went down to 8 when I kept playing with that Jund deck. But yeah, so I haven't actually lost with this deck yet, which is a good sign. But yeah, I mean, it's cantrip early game, because we really don't have too much going on, as you can see here. We're kind of very reactionary with Disperse and Twin Bolt at 2 mana, which we'll go through now. These are just get rid of the blockers and kind of 2-for-1 them. With Disperse and the Twin Bolt, which I'm sure I don't think I've actually built a deck which doesn't have Twin Bolt yet. In the colours, so expect that. Esperzoa, because we have plenty of artifacts we can bounce, such as the oh Jesus Christ, I've forgotten its name already. Alchemist Vial. Plus, any tokens which we don't really need, and this thing can get through. It's cheap early game. I mean, it's probably not going to be going down. It's definitely not going to be going down on turn 3 unless you get a really good draw. But even still, I mean, with haste and stuff like that, it's pretty nuts card, and I think it's worth 2. Don't want to see 3, because you don't want to see them every single air match and on turn and stuff like that. We only have 2 Chief of the Foundry, so we only run 2, but as soon as we get 3, I'll drop something and get this guy in. If he's on the field, your opponent's in trouble, and that's pretty much it. Same with Thopter Engineer. This card is just nuts. Just giving haste and creating tokens. It's just this thing is just one of the most powerful cards in the entire artifact tri-theme. So it's definitely all 3 of them. Gearcrafter. He's so weak to Twin Bolt. But he does make a token, and he has got 2/1 body, so yeah, I mean, he's sort of one of our 3 drops which we are willing to play on turn 3 if we don't hit anything else, and then we have 1 Ether Grid, which isn't going to do much on turn 3, but yeah, just can help stall out a board later on to win the game if the board starts getting a bit messy. So we only run 1, we don't want to see 2 of them. Artificer's Epiphany, we only have 2, but I don't think it's worth it. I mean, it just regrips your hand, and very unlikely that you're going to have to discard. And even if you do, you just toss a land. So it's not the end of the world, and it's pretty powerful. Whirler Rogue just wins games, absolutely nuts card. I'm sure everyone's seen it already, but yeah. Same with Peeler and Nilla, it's pretty much the same card, just double red instead of double blue. Rarely do you use the ability, but it is there if you need to, if they got a block or whatever. Trade one of these 1/1s for 2 damage, and then proceed to smash him in the face. It's a pretty powerful card. This guy's nuts. It's just it basically is always a removal spell in this deck, unless you are really far behind. And if that's the case, you're already in trouble. But yeah, 4 mana for a 2/3 with haste, which probably takes out one of their blockers when it hits the field. Yeah, we're gonna run all 3 of them. This is a card which I'm actually gonna spend the majority of this time talking about. This thing is absolutely nuts in Artifact deck, and I'm really surprised I don't see more of them. I don't have any Thopter Spy networks, so I'm guessing people just kind of throw them in instead of the Flameshadow, which I can see a point for. I mean, it does make artifacts, and it does kind of draw your cards and stuff. So, but this thing is just, I mean, it turns this, if they got a really big creature, it turns this into a removal spell. If they've got 2 creatures, it turns it into 2 removal spells. Make 4 1/1s. 4 1/1s. Plus, make your 2/2 with haste unblockable. What else do we have? Make 2/1/1s, 2/1/1s with haste. Yep, that works for a turn. So +2/+2, haste on Espezoa. two. Yeah, it's an absolutely nuts card. Every card it pretty much generates with, and it's just fantastic. It's won me so many games, and I really think people should give it a try. It just definitely. I know it does nothing the turn it arrives on the field, but it more than I mean, if I've got one of these and just say a PN Kneeler, I'll click on the wrong card. I'll wait till turn 5 to drop Peeler if I can drop this, unless I'm really in trouble. But I just think it's not like I don't think it's a win more card. I think it just is just a completely can turn the tide card, and I think that's definitely why people should be running it. And 2 Will Breaker, because we have so much stuff that can if Reclusive Artifact is not killing it, you know, just everything here. I mean, anything that says pretty much everything bar disperse or doesn't kill it, it'll be worth it. So yeah, I think I'm pretty proud of this deck, and by proud I mean it's been performed pretty well. Oh yeah, lands, it's fairly slightly tilted towards blue, but not really much. Only 1 mana difference and 2 Foundry of the Consoles, and that's really it. Let's jump in. I'm quite proud of the name as well. If you can see our goal, we are now. If we can get 1 win in this episode, then we can buy a pack, which would be nice. The only 2 mythics I've hit are Planeswalkers in Gideon and Nissa. I'm really happy I hit Nissa. I'm not really happy about Gideon. I'd pretty much take any other mythic over Gideon, apart from maybe the dragon. I'm not really a big fan of the dragon, because if I got the dragon, I just feel like I'd have to play red deck wins, and I'm not really looking forward to that. But yeah, yesterday just was a mess. Just got back. I was like, well, I've got half an hour. I'll try and squeeze in a video, and squeeze it in. I did. Forgetting to hit record, you know, just stuff like that. So hopefully we keep things calm this time around and just store some wins up. So what else did I hit in them 6? I think it gives you what, 1,200 gold. It's about eight packs. What did I hit? I hit a lot of Reclusive Artificers. I think I hit Will Breaker. Oh god, I didn't hit anything like outrageously good, I don't think. Still haven't got any Chandra's Ignitions, any Outland Colossuses. Don't have Disciple of the Ring. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I'm missing. And to be honest, I'm going to give this one more try, and I'm just going to pause until we find a game, because I can't be bothered. Just sit around. I don't know why it does this. Oh, see, 3rd time lucky. I'm going to say we're playing elves. She seems like an elf. I'm going to call that, and the background's very elfy, so yeah, we're playing elves. If this guy is tribal. 14 versus 19. Bit of a mismatch right now. 4-lander, Alchemist File into Gearcrafter with Twin Bolt. Yeah, we'll keep. Don't have any other like bomb cards yet, but decent-ish mana plus, you know. I mean, all we're going to draw into is land. Could be worse. Twin Bolt's going to be nice. Alchemist File's going to be nice. And Gearcrafter can hopefully just start letting us get in. Twimberland Guide, interesting. I don't see many Timberland Guides. It is a 2/2 now. So far he's only shown us green, so he doesn't really have any auras he could pump. There's a Flameshadow Conjuring. See, the question here is, do we go Alchemist File or do we just Flameshadow? And to be honest, I think I'm just going to keep the Twin Bolt up. Don't really need to draw a card. Our next couple turns are planned out. And if he goes like planes into Nimbus Wing, we will have quite a bit of trouble trying to kill this thing. No, he's green-black. What's this? Yivas? Okay, so we can Twin Bolt this thing in response when you target that. That's fine. Avoid taking 4 damage, which is quite a lot. Then we get the Gearcraft out, and then turn 4 we go Flameshadow. Turn 5 Espeso, so we get a 4-3 flying with haste. Oh dear. That's a change of plan. Gearcraft is coming out, followed by yeah, so change of plan. I clicked the wrong card. I was meant to click Thopter Engineer. Still haven't got used to my card art yet. I picked the wrong guy. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I'm quite sad now. There's a Liliana. Because he can attack in now, well, before he couldn't. Yeah, we might as well trade here. We're not going to be able to swing in with him next turn. I was meant to click the Thopter Engineer. I think that's quite funny. So what do we do here? Could take a turn off, get the Flameshadow out there. Then Thopter Engineer will be even nicer. I think we'll take the turn off. I think it's worth taking the turn off right now. Because next turn we can go, if we wanted, we could go Thopter Engineer into Espeso, which would be pretty nice. I mean, not Thopter Engineer into Espeso, Thopter Engineer into Alchemist Vial to draw a card. Reclamation Sage, so our Flameshadow's gone. Well, I guess it's better than him targeting, you know, like a Chief of the Foundry or something like that. I'm sad now, but it was to be expected. So we're not really getting there very fast in this race. But we can just get the Thopter Engineer. That kind of keeps us 2-1 and 1-1 back. Alchemist Vial, draw a card. Just try and find something other. There we go. That's what we call some ammo. Still, really wish I had my Flameshadow just so I could prove you. But I mean, like that turn I would have made 2 1-1s with haste. And a 1-3 with haste as well. Which he couldn't really block, so that would have been nice. But, you know, I mean, Reclamation Sage is pretty okay. That's an issue. Doesn't have reach though, so you'd have to tap it every turn just to take out a 1-1, which I'm not sure he'd be willing to do. He's already down to 1 card in hand, so I feel decently good here. We can get an Espeso with haste, which would be disgusting. I think we can do both these next turn. No, we can't. So what do we want to do? We can get 2 1-1s, or we can hit him for 4, 5, 6. And he'll probably just kill the Espeso. I think what I'm going to do is, I want 6 mana. I think I'm going to get the Whirler Rogue out there, and then I'm going to crack the Alchemist Vial on his turn to stop his Jagged Scarred Archers attacking in. I think that's a decent play. And just come at this guy through the air. Kind of just play a bit more defensively right now. If he drops a Duel, and we are really in trouble because that thing's got reach. Wait until his attack step and then we'll crack this. We're not really faking any counter spells, but he's down to 1 card in hand. He's kind of flooded out considering he's an elf deck. Well, is he not? Well, if he wants to, I was going to do that anyway, so I guess I'll still win this race. I'm fairly confident, especially now that he didn't attack me with that 5-5. I mean, taking out a 1-1 instead of swinging in for 5. I'm not sure I agree with that play, especially as we now get a 4-3 with haste coming at him. I think we just play this. No, there's no artifacts we can really hit unless we hit a Rune Servitor, which wouldn't be attacking in anyway, so there's no point playing this Alchemist Vial post combat. 4, 5, 6, 7. He's kind of on a 2-turn clock, although he can take out our Espazor next turn. And that's a Chief of the Foundry. That should finish the game next turn. I'll play that land out because I'm going to tap down one of his attackers again. So I think we've got there though. I think we've managed to. I mean, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we've got him dead next turn in the air with the Chief of the Foundry. No, we don't need to crack that. There's a Reclusive Artificer as well, but we don't need to cast that. So I think we've managed to get a win. That was decently close. He just didn't have enough answers for the air attack, and I don't agree with him not putting. He didn't really pressure me back. He kind of tried to play too defensively and taking out the Thopters instead of, you know, swinging in with a 5/5, which I didn't really want to block. Rank 15, woo! And we'll reward that with a pack. I don't think I played too well, especially when I clicked the wrong 3-drop. Was meant to go for the engineer and picked a gear crafter. That wasn't my finest moment, but we kind of we got through it. There's our own force mage, another wingmare. I think that's our first scab. And another rogue's passage, but that wasn't. Yeah, that's not really an exciting pack. And it begins a long grind up to the next 150. The weekly challenges is something I wanted to talk about. I think, okay, it was cute the first time you having to beat Liliana's mission. Then it was kind of, but just okay, we get it. I mean, if next week is beat Jace's no, we had Jace. Have we had every single person's final mission now, apart from Gideon's? Because that doesn't really count. I can't wait to see until they come up with something original now. It's kind of repetitive, just going, beating the computer and then jumping back. 1 land, no. 3 land, yes. That wasn't very complicated. So turn 2 Rune Servitor, turn 3 Gearcrafter, turn 4 Conjuring, turn 5 Espazor. That's the plan. If everything goes according to plan. There's a Will Breaker. We don't really have any ways to abuse that yet. Yeah, we have no ways to abuse that yet. You know, if we curve out. He's on. Well, okay, so he's looks like we're gonna be playing the Renowned deck. Yep, yeah. We can't swing into that. That's unfortunate. That sucks. But and we can't let that thing get Renowned either, as we just get muscled out the way. We could double block. Yeah, we can double block it if we're really so inclined. I'd love to hit my 4th land. It's such a powerful card there. This thing, especially when Renowned. He's hit 2 Sunpetal Groves. I wish I had his luck. That's both of them on turn 3. He's attacking in. Can't let it get Renowned. I'm gonna have to double block. Honestly, I'd rather use my Gearcrafter than my Thopter token. As crazy as that sounds. Most likely he's just gonna buff it here though. Yep, he's got something. Well, that sucks. That's like the best buff spell he could have had in that situation. But we do get to draw a card, hopefully hit our 4th land. And he gets to Renown it as well. That couldn't have went worse for us. Oh, there's our 4th land. Wish it was blue. Really wish it was blue, actually. Tap 2 on 2, tap on 2, 2 untap, deal 1 damage. That's not really going to get us there with this turn. Espazor's not going to really do much because he attacks in now. I think we just get the Flameshadow out there and then swing in for 1. Hopefully drawn to a blue land. We are tilted more towards blue, which is kind of unfortunate in this game that we found 3 red to our 1 blue source so far. And that's even a dual land. But he only has 1 creature, so that thing's abilities at the minute isn't too powerful. But next turn, even if we don't draw on a land, we get a 4/3 with haste coming at him. Skirmisher. That's 4 damage hitting us now. But Gearcrafted to tap 2. Oh god, this isn't good. Renown is very powerful. I think in order of the top decks, I think in my opinion it goes Renown, then Thopters, then Renown, Thopters, and then Elves. I think that's my personal opinion. Just because you've kind of got to sit back to block, otherwise their creatures just get out of hand. But it's not over yet. We get Willbreaker on the field. We can steal his creatures. That's kind of our win condition right now. Oh, that's the second blue. Oh dear. Yeah, we get Willbreaker down now. And then next turn we will a rogue and steal one of his guys. Maybe 2 of his guys. So if Willbreaker survives, I think we get through this. Yeah, we're gonna... Well, no, because it becomes 3/3, so he hits us for 9. That's a hell of a lot. Any buff spell, so we might just need to chump with that token. But we do steal his 3/2. Next turn we steal his 3/2. We do know that. Because we get to Flameshadow Conjuring the Whirler Rogue, which will make us 4 tokens. So we can tap 2 guys to steal 2 of his. I don't particularly want to get blown out by like a wild size into a Primabella or like a Kithian's Tactics or something like that. So unfortunately that token's got to go. Even though the wild size kind of still blows us out. But you know. So how much do we get hit for here? 5, 8, 11? So we're down to 3. I think. But I think we've stabilised almost next turn, as crazy as that sounds. Right, let's get this party started. Okay, so Willow gets the field. Yes, let's pay. Make our tokens. Let's steal Consul's Lieutenant. Willbreaker makes it become ours. Then we do it again. No, hang on, I've done that wrong. And he's gone, apparently he thought that was it. Okay, so this creature can't be blocked. We tap R2. And Willbreaker makes it ours. Then we attack him with our hasted token. Unfortunately, I think we actually have to chump with our own Whirler Rogue right now. Because if he has another wild size, he kills us. If we survive this turn, I'm pretty confident we win this game. It's just a case of he's already used 2 wild sizes. He needs a 3rd one plus another buff spell. This is heartbreaking right now. I don't know what's gonna happen. What's that? Grasp for the hit. Okay. Shit. He didn't attack. What the fuck is this AI doing? He had us so screwed. What the hell? Why wouldn't you attack in? Oh, thank you AI for being terrible. So I think we just steal his entire board right now with our Thopters. Steal his Hieromancer now. This is so bad by the AI. If he'd attacked in there, I was in a really, really bad situation. No, actually I think we want to steal the Renown guy. So how much are we hitting for? 3, 5, 8, 10, 12, and then 13, 14, 15, 16. So we leave him on 1, which kind of sucks. Espazor we can't give it haste either. No, shit. I think if we'd stolen his elf, we would have won this turn. Which is unfortunate. Because the Consul's Lieutenant gives our guys +1/+1. Apart from himself. So that would have been... No, but we make one guy... No, we can't make a guy unblockable. Hang on, so... This will be 3. Sorry, this is just maths right now. I wish it was more exciting. 3, 6, 10, 13, 16. Yes. So we don't kill him this turn. So we might as well leave a creature back to block. And we can't attack him with our 3/2 anyway, so... That's kind of pointless. We'll leave... Probably just trade with his 3/2. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Actually, Willbreaker might as well come in as well, because we'll just be blocking with these two guys. Yeah, I think that makes sense. He's most likely just going to be jumping down anyway. Yeah, okay, so Computer's just completely chucked away any chance he had of winning this game. I guess we might as well cast the Espazor just as an extra blocker. Just to make sure. So what could he have to kill? He could have an Angelic Edict. What else could he have? Llanowar Empath is not going to do it, so I think we've managed to bring this game back. Although if the AI had attacked in there, that would have done lots of things to my brain. But I think that shows the power of Willbreaker right there. We were completely behind in this game. Yeah, just get rid of a token. You know what? All your creatures belong to us. What do we want to tap? Just more flyers. It doesn't really matter. We've already won this game. And this is a hell of a big swing right now. Could have cast around Willbreaker and made 2 more guys, one with haste, but let's not be unnecessary and let's just end this game. But that was a close match. Willbreaker completely. Flameshadow Conjuring as well. Just keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. That was just the ideal game for this deck. And rank 16. Ooh. But let's just check the time and I'll. Oh God, it's just okay. I was meant to be doing something 10 minutes ago. So let's call that an end right now. And thank you guys for watching. I think we were more composed this time. But yeah, so we'll see you later.